Do you kids like to use the worldwide interweb?
The internet?
We do. We know what it is.
Well, there was an item published on the
Internet.
Marketing Tech Blog.
We're dancing again.
We boogie to this stuff.
I know, it's good stuff. So this week on the Marketing Tech Blog, we've got some interesting stuff this week for everybody.
You always do.
Yeah, sometimes. I think the greatest thing is when we discover some of the new tools out there that are really helpful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we've got some small business helpers, which is really nice.
Is that like elves?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
awesome.
Because we might have, I think in this audience, there's probably a combination, probably a lot more small businesses, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a couple for you. Formstack, which is a local Indianapolis company, which is great. Very, very good people. But formstack.com, they have a lot of integrations that you might not know about. One of the integrations is with a company called WebMerge.
Now, to be clear, what Formstack does, real quick, they allow you to have you can customize and create a form.
Exactly.
That
So
you usually have a web developer develop, and you can actually take that and drop it right into your website.
So you get a website and you fill out a form.
Right.
What Formstack allows you to do is build that form, drag and drop. It's
really cool.
Yeah, really easy to do. You can do secure payments through it. You can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Well, what we found was one of our clients had to fill out some complex PDF reports. Okay. And so they would have to sit down with the client, print out these PDF, print out these pages and fill them out with the client. Well, Formstack integrates with a company called WebMerge, and you can actually put the PDF at the end of the form. So what happens is when people fill out the form, it's automatically dumped into the PDF.
Very cool.
Love it.
Yeah, and the PDF can be emailed or printed right there. Or
I wonder how many hours they're saving a week, a month, a year.
Exactly.
Just that.
Yeah.
I remember when I had to build a PDF from scratch and passing form fields and mashing them together.
It's huge. Yeah.
A lot of work.
So the lady that we were actually talking to has no coding skill, no anything, and she was able to figure out. And she had these complex, form processes with calculated fields and everything else all done. So
Wow.
Really cool. The next one is if email newsletters, putting out newsletters terrifies you because you log into some of these systems and there's just menus everywhere and you don't know what this is and deliverability and bounces and spam and blah 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 and there's a company out there called TinyLetter.
You're my tiny letter.
Exactly. I think that's their song. I didn't know that you did that for them. So TinyLetter, TinyLetter.com. If you have less than 2,000 people on your newsletter list, you can use TinyLetter. But basically, it is a no frills, no nothing newsletter tool. So you can see, you can see basic reporting, basically who responded. They reply directly to you using it.
Okay.
But these guys have a standard template, a standard site sign-up page that you can just point people to. Say, hey, if you want to sign up for my newsletter, here's the page. And no frills, no nothing. Nice little editor that you just fill out and publish.
How many choices do you have on a template, or did they just say
no,
one?
It's literally rock solid that it's down to nothing,
But it's a delivery mechanism, and the most important point is that they're on whitelist type of IPs that won't get you banned. I mean, if you try to do all this from like an Outlook delivery process,
if you want any type of customization, you're going to have to move up to an email service provider. But I thought this was really cool because a lot of companies are intimidated and don't want to, have to go hire a consultant to help them design their email and everything.
What's their price point?
I don't know.
Okay.
I probably should have checked that.
Yeah, it happens.
I'm guessing since MailChimp owns them actually.
Oh, okay.
And MailChimp starts out at free, and then I think their bottom one is like $9.99 a month or something. So I'm guessing that TinyLetter is in that $5-10 a month.
Could I interject something real quick?
Yes.
Hey, we're starting our new newsletter for Edge of the Web, so we are actually soliciting new signups. We're providing all this information that we package in the show on a regular basis.
Nice.
Get a brand new newsletter coming out. So sorry, I know this is marketing tech blog. I just wanted to squeeze that in there.
I'll have to segment my MailChimp audience and to Indianapolis and tell them to look you up.
Let's tie them all together.
There you go. So here's another cool one, another small business type things. All these tools for collaboration and project management online, like Basecamp and everything else.
Yeah.
These are systems. You know, you have to create users, create processes, do all this stuff. Came across one, another Indianapolis company too.
Very cool.
Called Sendgine. It's Sendgine. So check this out. It's really, really cool. You open it up, it's just kind of like an email editor, and you put your group in there of people that you want to work. So let's say we wanted to work on next week's show.
Right.
And so I would type your email addresses in there. I would say, hey guys, let's start compiling ideas and articles for next week's show. I click send. You guys get the email. You guys reply to the email, and Aaron, you attach a file, and then you say, hey, Doug, can you do this or whatever?
Sure.
It goes back. It doesn't reply to me. It goes back to Sendgine. It puts the document up in a repository right there in that project. They call it a train of thought.
Oh, that's cool.
And it just sustains that nice little project and task, and you can set deadlines with it and everything else. So it's think about it as a disposable project.
Sure.
You know, that you just want to create an instance, get people to do some stuff, and then it goes away once it expires.
So that's neat.
It's not for a full-on huge project,
right,
but just for some small little tasks and collaboration.
That's exactly it. Yeah, so pretty cool.
That is cool.
So check out. There's a video on the site that you can check, and you can test it, I think, for 14 days for free, and it starts at like $10 a month. All of these are fairly inexpensive tools. The last one I want to talk about, another Indiana company.
Rock on.
I mean, this is crazy.
It's good stuff.
We rule. We really do rule. You know that.
There's good. I actually updated our Indianapolis technology and marketing page on Marketing Tech Blog, and I'm going to talk to you guys. Maybe we make that a site because there's a lot of talent here locally. But Expected Behavior is one of the local development agencies that has gotten a lot of visibility nationwide on building out apps and things. They built their own analytics engine called Pirate Metrics. And so Pirate Metrics is pretty interesting. It was all based off of a presentation where the speaker was talking about the 5 things that you need to measure if you're a subscription type company. Okay. So a subscription type company would be, I'm selling software. Right. And you're going to sign up for a month and then renew and everything else. So the 5 things were acquisition, activation, retention, referrals, and revenue. So those are the 5 aspects of what you need to measure as a business. So acquisition, A, activation, A, retention, R, referral, R, revenue, R.
I like the retention.
So
and referrals.
Put that together. R. Nice. Hence the Pirate Metrics.
So is this a web-based thing, or is this more for software development?
Yeah, I think it's probably more on the line of you've got a company or product that you're selling that people need to renew on. So you're probably a software company or a technology, but it could be something else. I don't know, your text messaging agency or something like that.
Or if you got like events that people are regularly subscribing
to. There you go.
To.
That might be a good one. But anything with events, the nice thing about this was we were talking earlier in the show about conversions. And the hard part with analytics is conversions aren't included in your analytics, right? It's something that you have to code. It's something that you have to integrate, everything else. So the nice thing that these guys did was they made this the analytics. The conversion is the analytics. And so they basically have an API, a programming interface that you put these events on your site. And now you can see how many people did I acquire, how many people activated, how many people did I retain each month, how many people referred me, and then how much money did I make.
That cleans out all the other stuff and just focuses on what's important to
it focuses on what's important. So I thought that was really cool. And if you want conversion optimization for your site, obviously you guys can do that. The conversion integration, even off of a phone number now, you can do it.
That's right.
And plug that back into analytics. And that's really important for optimization.
Absolutely.